Easy here, hi guys. Well, after yesterday's rain, kind of a gray sky today. I don't know if there's going to be more rain. Try and give you a short Sunday morning dog vlog. Yeah, so what has been happening in the last few days? I mean, as you've seen through my video cycles, for the moment we're on vacation, as I said, so that actually frees a bit of time sometimes to make a few vids, or at least it gives some subject matter. Show where you're going. That's one thing with Dago. He just crosses the street like that. Almost lost him once because I was talking and didn't notice. Yeah. So yesterday's vid with the rain, and I showed some garbage actually in front of the park, and it brought me up to something that actually was an answer to a comment together with Kalika, relative to actually, I would almost put it as tolerance, but I don't want to get into tolerance because I'll have a 500-minute video here or something like that, and there's so much that can be said actually about that. The question would probably be more about integration and ethics. Now you say that's a subject you can get on and really get through it in 2-3 minutes or even 10. No, of course not. The thing is that I was thinking, when we moved to Switzerland, there was a few things. I almost said, I don't know if it came out naturally, but there was a few rules that ended up. I wouldn't even know if we should call it rules, but I realized one thing is that when we moved here, there was certain things that really got the Swiss going, and we did want to be well integrated. So one of the things was, I wouldn't go so far as saying cleanliness, but one thing for sure is that the Swiss like to be, we're going this way, Dago. Dago, I'm not going down there. Is that the Swiss do like to be tidy, and they like things to be done as they want it. Now, you can call that closed-minded if you want. I mean, a lot of people that live here actually do. But it actually is a worldview that keeps things in order, keeps this country going. The way this country works is that every different canton, which basically is a state, has its own jurisdiction in most things. And it actually means that you have to, and the Swiss do as well, juggle with this all the time. Now, that means that actually, though, there's a fierce, I'd say, fierce acceptance and respect for the right of the others to decide what they want. I mean, as you know, the way the Swiss system works is that we vote on almost everything here. I mean, if we want to have, if we want to raise taxes, if we want to lower taxes, we'll vote. If there's certain things that we voted on and basically have given the government the right to go ahead, and then feel that, hey, we've been had, we can add a few other, we make what we call a referendum. You have to sign up, and if there's enough people that have signed up on this referendum, you vote over again. Well, what it does make is that the system is slow. In today's world, actually probably the Swiss system sometimes comes to its limits. It's not a fast-acting system, but it works. And there's real democracy in that respect. Okay, I'm getting away from the subject, but the thing is that I wanted to say about when you move someplace, how do you adapt? For example, we did not choose to be part of any American or Canadian club. We wanted our friends, our relationships to be as much as possible Swiss. That was actually quite easy because I didn't know any Americans and Canadians. We didn't have any American or Canadian neighbors either. So that actually, like I said, it did make it kind of easy, didn't it? A bit of fudging there. But you see, that actually, in a way, it gets to the Swiss because a lot of groups, and it's normal, get together. I mean, I remember in bigger countries, bigger cities, you'd have, take for example the Italian club, you'd have the Spanish club, and so on. I mean, when we were in Canada, there was parts of Montreal which were, Chinatown or Little Italy, and so on. It's normal to get together. But I guess the thing is that if you do that at the expense, of cutting yourself away from the country or the place where you've decided to live, you kind of get, I guess you have to expect that some people are going to get irritated. Boy, I mean, this is a can of worms, this subject. Okay, Dago, you could have at least done it in a lawn. Yeah, I guess I'll take a bit of brushing there after. I got all wet yesterday. No, I mean, I'm getting back to that garbage that I was talking about in the beginning. Now, of course, here, in a country, that prizes cleanliness, and I think in any country it's an eyesore if you see garbage hanging around. But who does it? Well, who else? It has to be the foreigners. It has to be the young people, which are taking a drink. And who are these young people? Oh, well, it's probably a bunch of foreigners that can't stay at home anyway. I can already see these type of remarks actually all over the world, because I know they're all over the world, because I've lived in a few countries and I've heard them everywhere. So actually it's just kind of funny, in a way, funny and sad, to see that we all act the same way, don't we? Just some countries probably have different ethics. I mean, put the points, make the major points on, well, for example, here in Switzerland, cleanliness, law and order, and so on. And if that gets bent a bit, well, it really gets to the people. In other countries, I don't know. Well, for example, if I was, I'll make a pun here, maybe a bit of a jab. If I was in England and didn't like football, that'd be a real big problem, I guess. And in the States, well, I don't know. You guys tell me. Does that mean if I wasn't into fast food, would I have problems? Bad joke here. No, actually, guys, I mean, maybe it would be something for the comment. What would you say was characteristic of your country? And since most of the people listening to this vid or watching this vid will be Americans, I think, but it doesn't matter. What would you say is the characteristic of, it doesn't even have to be your country, it might even be your region, where you've had to adapt more, or you think if somebody moved in, they'd really have to adapt to fit in? Okay, 8 minutes, a short dog vlog. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off here to make it at least slightly shorter. And I'll bring you up a few other things. I mean, as you see, I'm being prolific right now. Not automatically good, but prolific. Okay, DC signing off. Take care. Say hi, Dago. Yeah, say hi and bye. Take care.